It's the home opener for Washington State, and anticipation fills the air. After weeks on the road, the Cougars finally return to home ice, ready to prove themselves in front of their fans. The challenge this weekend? A two-game showdown against the University of Idaho. For the team, it's a moment to set the tone, not just for this series, but for the season ahead. This is Behind the Bench, the WSU hockey story. It's a Friday night in the Palouse, and the anticipation is palpable as Washington State prepares for the home opener. Before the game, the boys are deep in preparation, taking care of themselves and sharpening their focus. Tonight feels different. It's a must-win, and they know it.
Last week, it's like this is, we practice during the week and we work hard during the week, so we get to game day and it's fun, and then we go out there and play hockey instead of feeling like we're going to die every shift. Like Johnny said, we're in good shape. Not every goal has to be pretty. They don't ask how, they ask how many. So just run up the score as much as we can.
Captain Miles Seguin gathers the team, reminding them of the effort poured into every practice, the countless hours of preparation leading to this moment. But he's clear, the real work starts now, out on the ice. It's time to translate their hard work into action and leave it all in the game. As soon as the puck drops, the intensity in the rink is undeniable, drawing everyone into the unfolding battle on the ice. The sound of skates cutting across the surface, sticks clashing, and the roar of the crowd create a charged atmosphere. Every pass is deliberate, every check delivers a message, and every stride reflects the determination of two teams fighting to take control. It's more than just a game, it's a statement of who wants it more.
In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Colton Jennings lays the body at the near board. My goodness, and they're going to call it.
But as the first period gets underway, WSU finds themselves in early trouble, drawing a penalty that gives Idaho a prime opportunity to strike first on the power play. The pressure is on, and the Cougars know they'll need to dig in early to keep the Vandals from setting the tone. During the power play, Idaho ramps up the pressure, testing WSU's defense at every turn. The Cougars respond with physical play, but they're riding a thin line. Another penalty could tip the scales even further against them.
Back to the point it comes for Paulson. Over to Ludwig, down low to Gorton, just threw one to the front, save, rebound, scramble there, puck is still loose and it's kicked out to the left, and Lazzaro's going to get there first. Can he get it out? He's unable to, but the puck loosely comes right to the paint. Drew Ramsey's got a cover, and the first real test of the game for either side. Ramsey had it covered.
Idaho smells blood in the water, seizing their chance to capitalize on the early power play. The Vandals are pressing hard, looking to draw first blood and put WSU on the back foot right from the start.
And Gortson. Wilson now in the corner, throws it back to the right point. Paulson a shot, he scores. May have been some traffic in front, but a seeing eye shot just gets through, and
Idaho strikes on the power play, taking the early lead. Now Washington must regroup and find a way to turn the tide before the momentum slips further away. Washington State is up for the fight and ready to battle hard. In a flash, forward Cole Carlson takes matters into his own hands, weaving through Idaho's defense with precision and flair. scoring a highlight reel goal that electrifies the crowd and evens the score for the Cougars. WSU's persistent pressure is overwhelming the Idaho squad, forcing them onto their heels. The Cougars have tilted the ice in their favor, dominating play and keeping the momentum firmly on their side. Hard work pays off for the Cougars as they capitalize on a scramble in front of the net, seizing the lead and giving the bench some much-needed good energy. WSU continues to press forward, leaving no doubt in Idaho's mind that the Cougars came to play. With every shift, they're making a statement. Tonight, it's not just about competing, but about dominating. They're setting the pace, taking control, and making sure Idaho knows that the Cougars are in charge of this game.
By Seguin in a 2-on-1. Seguin has Bullen trailing. Send it across. Bullen scores!
On a fast break, the Cougars capitalize on a 2-on-1 opportunity. A well-executed pass sets up a perfect backhand shot, and with precision, they bury the puck in the back of the net. The Cougars extend their lead to 3-1, showcasing their speed and teamwork, while the bench roars with approval. As the first period winds down, Washington State's pressure never lets up. No matter the stage of the game, they keep attacking, relentlessly forcing Idaho into tough situations. The Cougars are not giving their opponents any room to breathe, ensuring that the momentum stays firmly in their favor as the period closes. But in a broken play, Idaho manages to get one past the WSU goaltender. However, the referees deem the play goaltender interference and wave off the goal, much to the frustration of Idaho. The decision sparks tempers to flare, adding a new layer of intensity to an already heated game. The first period comes to an end with Washington holding a 3-1 lead. Despite the advantage, the Cougars head to the locker room, where they discuss among themselves what needs to be done to improve.
A 3-goal lead, right? Let's dial it in. Let's keep fucking going.
They know that if they want to keep control for the next two periods, they'll need to stay sharp and disciplined.
Throwing pucks away. It wasn't a great period, but we came out of it on top. We gotta buckle down here. I said right when I walked in the locker room, how many times have we pissed away a 2-goal lead?
With a reminder from Coach Paxton, the Cougars step back onto the ice with a clear mission. Stay focused and take it one period at a time. It's not just about holding the lead, it's about executing their game plan, staying disciplined, and outworking Idaho at every opportunity.
Yep. Oh, deep. Holy shit. Chip.
In life, things don't always go according to plan, and the start of the second period is the perfect example. Idaho comes out firing, ready to battle, while WSU finds themselves a bit on their heels, scrambling to regain their footing. The intensity has shifted, and the Cougars know they need to dig deep to weather the storm. WSU struggles to gain control of the puck and the flow of the game, while Idaho ramps up the pressure, becoming more dangerous with every shift. The Cougars find themselves under siege, needing to regroup before the momentum fully slips away. WSU continues to battle hard, delivering big hits and refusing to back down. Despite Idaho's relentless pressure, the Cougars show grit and determination on every shift, fighting to regain control of the game.
The Idaho Vandals goaltender in Priscilius who has been sharp here in the second. That one, a quick shot. Seguin scores! The captain with a quick wrister thrown on goal. And it's just 4-1 just like that. I think it was more so unorthodox that caught Krasilius off guard.
With a 3-goal lead, WSU feels like the pressure is off their shoulders, at least for now. But they also know that a lead can be a fragile thing. One slip-up could change the momentum in an instant, and they can't afford to take their foot off the gas. A cross-checking penalty against WSU threatens to disrupt the momentum they've built. A power play for Idaho could shift the game's dynamics and tilt the ice in their favor. Killing this penalty is critical for the Cougars to maintain control and keep the pressure on. When a goaltender plays at the top of their game, it sparks confidence in their teammates, boosting not just the defense, but the offense as well. That surge in momentum propels the Cougars forward, energizing their attack as they look to extend their lead.
He's shut off by Triple Piece, but he shields a man off. Throws one out in front. Oh my goodness, and it's just wide of the far post. And a brilliant play made by Gould on the pass. Another try. Rebound. Score! Cadence Kelly, his first goal. And he's on the board for the Cougars, and it's 5-1.
The timing was flawless for Washington State's 5th goal, coming right after a crucial penalty kill. With momentum on their side, the Cougars are determined to put the game out of reach, looking to make a statement and finish strong. However, Idaho and the hockey gods had a different plan. As WSU is sent to the penalty box, it breathes life into a once comatose Idaho team, giving them a chance to fight their way back into the game.
Face-off won by Ludwig. Gorton sends it over to Paulson. He's got one tonight. Shoots one again. Off some bodies in front. Ludwig just throws it on goal and he scores. Ludwig just kind of fired it toward the net, and I believe Ramsey got a piece of that, and it just goes off of him and in. Top shelf, and Idaho cuts the deficit to 3.
Lack of discipline can cost momentum and even a game. As the period winds down, Washington faces a crucial moment of reflection. They need to address the little loose ends before they turn into bigger issues that could shift the tide of the game.
Where's the high stick on that, eh? Hey, you're good. I'm more mad at the refs. I'm more mad at the refs for not calling a power play.
With the second period in the books, Washington knows they need to regroup. It's time to refocus and find the game they know how to play, with a clear sense of purpose heading into the final stretch. As the third period runs its course, the remainder of the game becomes a balancing act for both teams. Idaho pushing hard to get back into the game, and Washington working to keep their lead from slipping away. The coaching staff stays locked in, continuously making strategic adjustments, knowing that every decision could tip the balance in this tight contest. With just a few minutes left in the game, both teams are battling fiercely, neither willing to concede an inch. Every puck battle, every blocked shot, and every cleared zone becomes crucial. Despite the score, Idaho refuses to give up, still fighting to the final whistle.
So even strength it will be for the rest of the game, of course, unless some penalties, which Wouldn't shock me, considering how violent this game is. Beautiful stuff here, and a chance that's cleared out, but not for long. Another try, and Ramsey holds the door shut. Another try, and it banks in. A bad angle shot from the sideboard. And it is Thomas Roundtree who's going to get credit for this one. And with 27 seconds to go, it's 5-3. Drew Ramsey has been solid all night, and I think that one just kind of caught him at a bad angle. It banks in off of him, as he's the only other one on the ice with the pink stick tape, pink goalie stick tape.
In the final seconds of the game, Idaho manages to bank one in from an odd angle. Though the win is secured, the late goal sends a clear message. Idaho didn't give up, and Washington is on notice. Moving forward, they'll need to tighten up and play a more disciplined style of hockey if they want to win consistently.
We got the W. It's fine. Attaboy, Drew.
A win is a win, but the manner in which it was earned leaves room for reflection. With Game 2 looming, both teams are bracing for what promises to be a grueling mental and physical battle.
Ugly. I know it's a win, but it's ugly. Should not be. Okay, got a couple of garbage goals. Okay, we have to come back tomorrow. Fucking play. We let it go in the last 30 seconds of the game. Going into a 2-game weekend. Here, I don't care if you're taking blame for that. It still happened, right? We collapsed. We gotta do better. With that being said, congratulations on it.
Like you guys already covered, ugly win. But historically, good teams find a way to win ugly games. We got contributions up and down the lineup tonight, solid goaltending. So as ugly as it was, I like winning. So congrats, guys. Proud of you guys.
WSU may have tasted victory tonight, but tomorrow night might not be as kind. The Cougars know they'll need to bring their best if they want to close out this series.